Look at this. Stains that have been sitting there for years. That ugly yellowing around the edges. The dullness that no cleaner seems to touch. You've scrubbed it. You've soaked it. You've spent money on sprays, gels, and foams. Nothing worked. And somewhere along the way, you just accepted it. You told yourself, I need a new countertop. But what if I told you that is exactly what the big countertop companies want you to think? What if I told you there's a $1 powder, yes, $1, sitting on a shelf at your local store right now? Eyes that can make your kitchen countertops look brand new again? No professional, no expensive resurfacing kit, no scrubbing your arm off. And the result? Permanent. I'm not talking about a temporary shine that washes off in 2 days. I'm talking about a deep, restored, factory-fresh surface that lasts. I've tested this on granite, laminate, tile, and even those old composite countertops from the 80s. The results were unbelievable every single time. So if your kitchen countertop looks tired, stained, or just plain embarrassing, stay with me. Because what you are about to see in the next 20 minutes will completely change how you look at that surface forever. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, and today we are going back to the lab. Let me tell you something that most people don't know. Back in the 1940s and 1950s, homemakers had something, a simple, cheap, mineral-based powder that they used for everything. Cleaning pots, polishing surfaces, removing stains from porcelain, tile, and early laminate countertops. This powder was in every household cleaning kit. Hardware stores sold it by the bucket, and it worked. Then something happened in the late 1960s and 1970s. The big chemical companies started flooding the market with branded sprays, foams, and miracle cleaning products. These products cost $5, $10, $15 a bottle, and they were aggressively marketed as the modern solution. The old powder quietly disappeared from the shelves, not because it stopped working, but because you can't build a billion-dollar cleaning industry on a $1 powder that lasts for months. Think about that for a second. Can you believe this? At the same time, the countertop industry was growing. Granite became the dream. Quartz became the luxury standard. And suddenly, any countertop that looked a little dull or stained was beyond repair. You were told, replace it, resurface it professionally, call a contractor, spend $1,000. But here's what they never wanted you to know. Most countertop damage, the staining, the dullness, the rough texture, even light scratches, is surface level. It's not structural, it's not permanent. And this $1 powder, it addresses exactly that surface layer with a chemistry so simple and so effective that it puts most commercial cleaners to shame. I found this formula buried in an old household maintenance guide published in 1952. It was sitting in a used bookstore, handwritten notes in the margins. Clearly well used, someone knew. And today, so will you. All right, let's talk ingredients. Everything you need costs under $5 total, and you probably have at least one of these at home already. Item number 1, cream of tartar powder. This is the star of the show. You can find this in the baking section of any grocery store or dollar store. Price, around $1 for a small container. That's it. That single container will handle 3 to 4 full countertop restoration sessions. Item number 2, white vinegar. Standard distilled white vinegar, not apple cider, not balsamic, plain white. You likely already have this. If not, it's about $1 to $2 for a large bottle. Item number 3, a few drops of dish soap, basic dish soap, any brand. You already own this. Item number 4, warm water, free, comes out of your tap. Item number 5, optional but powerful for tough stains. Baking soda, about $1. That is your complete arsenal. Total cost, under $4 if you need to buy everything from scratch. Under $1 if you already have vinegar and dish soap at home. Write these down. Or, better yet, pause the video and screenshot this moment right now, because this list is worth saving. Now let me give you the science. Don't worry, I'll keep this simple. No chemistry degree required. Most countertop surfaces, whether laminate, tile grout, composite, or even granite sealant, develop a problem over time called surface oxidation and mineral deposit buildup. What that means in plain English: hard water leaves calcium and limescale deposits, oils from cooking bake into micropores on the surface, acidic spills, coffee, juice, tomato sauce, chemically etch the topmost layer. The result is that dull, yellowed, stained appearance that no surface spray can fix. Why can't sprays fix it? Because most commercial cleaners sit on top of the surface. They clean the loose dirt, but they don't penetrate the mineral deposits or reverse the surface oxidation. Now, enter cream of tartar. The scientific name is potassium bitartrate. It is a mild, naturally occurring acid. When you combine it with white vinegar, also a mild acid, you create what is essentially a gentle chelating agent. Chelating means it binds to mineral ions, specifically calcium and magnesium, the exact minerals that make up limescale and hard water staining. It dissolves them, lifts them, and pulls them away from the surface. At the same time, the fine powder texture of cream of tartar acts as an ultra-mild abrasive. We're talking micro-level abrasive action, gentle enough to not scratch laminate or polished granite sealant, but effective enough to buff away the oxidized surface layer. The dish soap acts as a surfactant. It helps the solution spread evenly, reduces surface tension, and suspends the dissolved particles so they wipe away cleanly. The result? You're not just cleaning the countertop. You are chemically restoring the surface layer. That is why the results look like a new countertop. Because in a real scientific sense, you are revealing the original surface that has been buried under years of buildup. Now let's actually do this. Look at this countertop. Stains near the sink, yellow discoloration along the backsplash edge, greasy film near the stove, dull surface all the way across. This is the typical countertop in a kitchen that gets real daily use. This is what we are working with. Now watch what happens. Step 1. Clear and rinse the surface. Remove everything from the countertop. Appliances, dish racks, everything. Then take a damp cloth and do a basic wipe down. We are not trying to clean it yet. We just want to remove loose crumbs and surface dust. Get that wet cloth and go across the whole surface. Simple pass. That is all. Step 2. Mix your restoration paste. In a small bowl, add 3 tablespoons of cream of tartar powder. Add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. Add 4 drops of dish soap. Now stir it. It will form a thick paste, almost like a soft frosting consistency. If it feels too thick, add a tiny splash of warm water. If it feels too thin, add a bit more cream of tartar. You want it thick enough to sit on the surface without sliding off. Look at that paste. Doesn't look like much, does it? But trust me, this is where the magic is stored. Step 3. Apply the paste to the countertop. Using a soft sponge or a clean cloth, scoop the paste and spread it across the entire countertop surface. Don't press hard yet. Just spread. Get full coverage from edge to edge. Pay extra attention to the problem areas, the stains near the sink, the yellowing at the edges, the greasy zones near the stove. Apply a slightly thicker layer in those spots. The whole surface should now be covered in white paste. This might look a little dramatic right now, but this is where the chemistry starts working immediately. Step 4. Let it sit. This is the step most people rush. Do not rush this. Let the paste sit on the surface for 15 minutes. Walk away. Make a coffee. During these 15 minutes, the potassium bitternate and vinegar are doing their work. They are dissolving those calcium deposits. They are loosening the oxidized layer. They are chemically breaking the bond between the staining and your countertop surface. Do not wipe it. Do not touch it. Just let it sit. If you can see a very slight fizzing in the heavily stained areas, that is the acid reacting with alkaline mineral deposits. That fizzing is literally the stain being dissolved. Good sign. Step 5. Work in the paste with a circular scrub. After 15 minutes, come back. Take a soft bristle brush or the rough side of a non-scratch kitchen sponge. Now work the paste into the surface using small circular motions. Gentle to medium pressure, not aggressive. Think of it like polishing shoes. You are not scrubbing, you are buffing. Work in sections. Do about 2 feet of counter at a time. Go back and forth, small circles. Look at that paste. Do you see how it is turning gray or yellow? That is the staining coming off the counter and into the paste. That is not the paste failing. That is it working. Keep going. Give each section about 60 seconds of buffing. Step 6. Tackle. The tough spots with baking soda boost. For any stubborn stain that is still visible after the first buff, do not panic. Take a pinch of baking soda and sprinkle it directly onto the spot while the paste is still wet. The baking soda reacts with the acidic paste and creates a gentle micro-fizzing action directly on the stain. Work it in with your brush for another 30 seconds. Watch what happens next. That stain, the one that survived years of spraying and scrubbing, is lifting right now, just from a reaction between a $1 powder and another $1 powder. Step 7. Rinse completely. Now take a clean damp cloth, or run the counter under clean water if you have a prep sink. Wipe the entire surface clean. Remove all the paste completely. Rinse the cloth. Wipe again. You want to see the surface clearly now. No residue. We're nearly there. Step 8. Dry and inspect. Take a clean, dry microfiber cloth. Dry the entire surface completely. This is important. A wet surface will still look uneven and dull. You need to dry it fully to see the real result. Once it is completely dry, look at the surface under your kitchen lights. Are you seeing this? The surface that was dull, yellowed, and stained? Look at it now. The shine is back. The color is even. The yellowing at the edges is gone. The coffee stains near the sink, completely removed. The greasy film zone near the stove, clean. The overall color of the countertop has come back to life. It looks brand new. And I'm going to say that again because I want it to land properly. We spent under $4. We used no harsh chemicals. We used no electric tools. We did not call anyone. And the result looks like a professional resurface job. This is not a temporary shine from a spray coating. The surface was not covered. It was chemically restored. The mineral deposits are gone. The oxidized layer is buffed away. What you are looking at is the original surface, finally visible again for the first time in years. If you have laminate countertops, the pattern clarity comes back. If you have composite or cultured marble, the depth of the color returns. If you have tile countertops with grout lines, those grout lines go from brown and gray back to white or cream. And if you have sealed granite, this process is gentle enough to use on the surface sealant without damaging it. And the result is that deep, wet-looking shine that granite is famous for. This works on virtually every common kitchen countertop surface. Now, before I wrap up, a few important safety notes and tips. Safety point 1, cream of tartar and white vinegar are food-safe, non-toxic ingredients. This mixture is safe to use in a kitchen environment around food prep surfaces. No toxic fumes, no chemical burns. Completely safe for families, including homes with children and pets. Safety point 2, do a small patch test first. Before doing your entire countertop, apply a small amount of paste to a hidden corner. Let it sit for 5 minutes. Check for any color change or surface reaction. This is especially important for very old, heavily worn, or previously resurfaced countertops where the top layer may already be compromised. On all standard, structurally sound surfaces, this paste is completely safe. But test first, always. Safety, point 3, do not use this on unsealed natural stone. If your countertop is raw, unsealed granite, marble, or slate, the acidic mixture can penetrate the pores and cause etching. This is for sealed natural stone or non-stone surfaces only. If you are unsure whether your stone is sealed, do the water drop test. Put a drop of water on the surface. If it beads up, it's sealed. You're good to go. If it soaks in immediately, do not use this method. Seal your stone first. Safety point 4 for best results. Repeat this treatment once every 3 months. It takes 15 minutes. Costs under $1 per session when you have the ingredients at home. And it keeps your countertops in that brand new condition permanently. Pro tip 1. For very stubborn burn marks or deep old staining, apply the paste, cover it with plastic wrap, and let it sit for 30 minutes instead of 15. The extended contact time dramatically increases the effectiveness on difficult spots. Pro tip 2. After the restoration, apply a very thin coat of food, safe mineral oil to sealed granite or composite countertops. Buff it in with a dry cloth. This adds an extra protective layer and enhances the shine even further. Your countertop will look like it just came out of a showroom. Pro tip 3. If your countertop grout lines are particularly dark and stained, mix the paste slightly thicker, apply it directly into the grout lines with an old toothbrush, and let it sit for the full 15 minutes. The results on grout lines are extraordinary. All right, let's bring this home. You just watched a $1 powder do what hundreds of dollars of commercial cleaners, professional cleaning services, and countertop replacement quotes could not do. A formula that has existed since the 1940s, buried quietly by an industry that profits from you replacing things instead of restoring them. But now you know. And knowing is the most powerful thing in this game. Your kitchen counter does not need to be replaced. It does not need a professional. It just needs 15 minutes and $4. That is the truth they do not want trending. Now, if this video helped you, do me a favor. Hit that like button right now. It takes 1 second and it helps this channel reach more people who are tired of being told to spend money when the answer costs $1. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Because I drop these kinds of videos every single week. Hidden formulas, budget hacks, DIY restoration secrets that the big companies pay good money to keep quiet. You deserve to know this stuff. Now, I want to hear from you in the comments. What kitchen or home surface do you want me to tackle next? Leave it in the comments below. Bathroom tiles, old yellowed appliances, stained grout, rusty fixtures? Tell me and I will build the next video around the most requested problem. This channel exists because of your comments and your curiosity, so keep them coming. I'll see you in the next one. Stay curious, stay resourceful, and remember, the best solution is almost always the simplest one.